Guys, do I have an interesting video for you? Maybe, it might not be your cup of tea, but it's certainly my cup of tea, I tell you that much. I originally came here just to take the metro, because as you know, I like to make metro videos. So we're here at, what does that say? Chuoichibame station. But I got distracted. I walked into the mall. We're at a place called AEON Mall. And I just walked into the supermarket. Now, we'll see how far we can get with this video, because we might get told off a video, and you're not usually allowed a video inside supermarkets, but I can't believe how nice this supermarket is. If you like seafood, it's a seafood lover's dream. Let's get in there, I'll be a little stealthy, and I'll show you what they got. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. I love seafood, it's my favorite food. I love my meat, but I think a good piece of fish can beat meat. So let's go in and have a look, because the sushi section, the crabs, everything looks unbelievable. Right, let's go. But here guys, this is unbelievable. We'll just start over here. Look at this salmon. Nice big fillet of salmon there, 2,000 yen, that's like 10 pounds, just under 10 pounds. And we've got some lovely sashimi here, that's 3 pounds right there. Look how fatty that salmon is, it looks unbelievable. And we're just getting started. You think, yeah, we've seen salmon before, my supermarket, yada yada. Nah fam. Look at the beautiful mussels, the calamari, the prawns, the little fish. We've got stuff here as well. But look, fish eggs raw, the eel. Look at the colour of this. The salmon, this is all on rice, this is all nigiri. The octopus, I'm a huge octopus fan. The salmon, we've got all sorts going on here. Some things I'm not quite sure what that is from a glance, and I can't read the Japanese. But we've got platters here with different fish, the eggs, the raw, the tuna, the salmon. Absolutely unbelievable. With scallops. Just look at this. And the decoration, the presentation is unbelievable. And these things aren't like super expensive. So that platter there is 980. That's like £5. Now can you imagine you go to Tesco, you go to Asda, the little thing of sushi you can get for £5, and it's not very good. Absolutely lovely. Is that maybe some bream in there? Some more lovely thinly sliced octopus. Possibly some mackerel here, maybe. Not quite sure, because they have Pacific mackerel over here, and I'm used to Atlantic mackerel, which looks similar, but it is slightly different. Look at this. So we're talking a nice big piece of octopus tentacle here as well. Look at that. That's on sale for 300. So that's around £1.50. Got some little seaweed salads, some small thinly sliced pieces of fish, some sort of little salad made up there with some mayonnaise. Now these look like crab legs, but I'm not sure, and they're very cheap. They're only about £1.50, so I don't know if they're like mock crab legs, but they look lovely nonetheless. More fish eggs, scallops. I'm not sure what that is. It looks a bit like tuna, but maybe it's been seared. Tuna that's been seared on the outside. Same here. Maybe some cod fillets or pollock, I'm not sure. Some tuna, and like a tuna pate made there as well. It looks absolutely phenomenal. We'll keep going, there's more to see. It looks like you can just eat it over there, this little sit down area. We'll avoid the staff in case we get shut down, because it does happen. Right, we've got more fish here. Beautiful, look at that, sliced mackerel, marinated, ready to go. Slap that on a bit of rice, I bet it's unbelievable. We're talking 400 yen. We've got a lovely grilled eel there. Look at that, lovely eel, all grilled for you. 500 yen. We're talking, what's that? Like £2.50 or something for that. That's a bit heftier. That's a big one. That feels a lot heftier as well. Some grilled, I think that's eel. I'm not quite sure. 2,000 though. You're talking a pretty penny for that. It's about a tenner, about £10 there. Seems to be something here as well you can order or you can pay for here at the machine, and then just eat here. So you can have everything here except alcohol by the looks of it. So you can't get on the drink in the supermarket. Right, let's keep going. There's more seafood to see. I'm loving this. There's also another supermarket just over there with more seafood, so we'll go and check that out. Some frozen stuff, some clams, prawns, more prawns. Look at the size of these. These look like tiger prawns. Look at the size of those. We've got clams, cockles, oysters. Wow. Squid. I'm avoiding the staff. More fish here. Look, this is marinated, maybe like a teriyaki glazed tuna or something, I'm not quite sure. That looks like mackerel, the shape anyway. What looks like little sprats maybe, or whitebait, I'm not quite sure. Here as well. Just looks absolutely phenomenal. Beautifully sliced fish. That looks like a nice mackerel piece there. Get that on the barbecue. Affordable as well, 300 yen for that. Or 400 yen, let's say. So £2 for a fillet. Bear in mind, we are right next to the sea. I mean, we're literally less than a mile from the sea. As soon as you come out here, you can see it. We've got some more cod roe slices. That's cod fish eggs. And we've got loads of different types of seaweed. What's this? Looks like sprats, marinated maybe in something spicy. Looks delightful. I imagine that with a cheeky asahi would really hit the spot. Right, what have we got here? We've got what looks like some sort of marinated salmon. 600 yen a pop, so that's about £3 for a packet of those. Cod roe, more fish eggs. A good selection there. So it looks like you have them there, maybe cold with a raw egg yolk and some udon noodles. Sounds delightful. I'd smash that, no trouble. Let's keep going. Right, so... Alright, we've got some more stuff here. We've got some cooked fish. A little bit of some salmon. Maybe some, I can't tell if that's cod or pollock or what have you. My fish knowledge isn't fantastic. Yeah. Some fish heads. Eyeballs are very good for you. These look like sardines actually. I could be wrong, but they look like a little sardine. Some more mackerel. They love the mackerel over here, and so do I. Right, and now we're going to move on. Look at this, we've got meat. Remember guys, we're in Kobe, so the meat here is top tier. Look at the marbling in this ribeye here. You can tell it's a ribeye with the eye of fat in the centre, but the marbling throughout is phenomenal. That's 900, so you know, we're getting a bit pricier here, but for a slice like that, you know, to be fair, it is pretty thin, but what I've noticed is they tend to like their meat a bit thinner over here, and then they'll cook it like very lightly on some charcoal. We've got some roll-ups here, very fatty though, as we can see, very fatty pieces of meat. And we've got a little counter here with onigiri, which are these little rice triangles wrapped in seaweed, and they usually put fish or whatever in them, maybe cod roe. So this one, let's have a look. What's this? This looks like a tuna mayonnaise. We've got a tuna mayonnaise one here. All sorts. I'm sure people are going to make fun of how I say tuna, but I'm English. We invented the language. I'll say tuna. Thank you very much. It's not tuna. More different ones. Some maybe plainish ones. All sorts. Maybe with salmon, with tuna, with fish eggs. Over here we've got an absolutely, you know, I love Japanese food, but these things I hate. Pickled plums. Give you heartburn like nothing else. We've got more bits and bobs. These are like little bento boxes. So you can see here we've got sort of multi-grain purple rice, a little lotus root. We've got maybe a piece of chicken thigh, I think that is. Rice with a little pickled plum, disgusting. Some rice with some pickled vegetables on top, a little sweet omelette, and some more sort of pickled vegetables. We've got one there with some salmon roe and rice. And then we've got ones where it's more like a fried piece of chicken, maybe like a karage. Some tempura prawn with some more tempura and rice. I mean, there's a huge selection here, guys. You're spoiled for choice, really. That's the problem. If you're an indecisive person, look, we've got tonkatsu slices. Yeah, so if you're an indecisive person, it's not the place for you. There's many, many options. We've got some ready meals here. Stuff like the spaghetti. I will say, when you're in Asia, spaghetti is terrible. They can do a lot of things very well here, but like when they try to do like Italian food, it is pants. You're going to get a better ready meal in Tesco's. We've got some sort of vegetables here, some pumpkin, technically a fruit, some different bits and bobs, edamame. Right, this is going to be mainly a seafood video. I don't want to look too much at the meat. We're going to go over to the other supermarket now and look at their seafood, because again, it's crazy good. And I'm going to see about buying some and have a little bit of at that bench there, because I'm in the mood for seafood after looking at all of this. It looks great. Right, folks, so this one's like, I don't think this is all one supermarket, but this is a seafood section anyway, with a little fishmonger in there. And guys, it looks unreal. Starting off, look at this. This looks like big old tuna slices. We've got whole squids, 700 yen for a squid. It's like £3.50. 1,000 yen for what looks like sardines. Looks like 3 sardines. I could be wrong though, so don't take my word as gospel. But look at the crabs, guys. Look at the crabs. Got crabs. He's still moving. Bear in mind, animal welfare is not such a hot topic here, but you know it's fresh. Look at these beautiful crabs and the crab legs there. They must be genuine because that's 1,300 for a packet of those. A giant clam. Is that a red bream? Beautiful. Again, little packs there with mini octopus, sashimi. Wow. Look at that. So we've got a nice platter of some, what looks like salmon, maybe some swordfish and octopus for 1,500. And it just goes on and on and on. There's tons of selection here. So we've got sort of shredded crab. We've got crab and maybe some of the crab guts basically, which do taste pretty good. Look at that platter, 2,000 for that. So that's like £10, but you could spend that on just one of the bigger platters from Marks and Spencer's back home, but it wouldn't be that quality. Look at how the deep colour on the fish here for 1,500. Unbelievable selection. We've got the unagi, scallops. We've got, you name it, it's here. Just look at that, the other selection. We've got prawns, we've got just everything. Bigger pieces of cooked fish. And here we are, the eggs again, the raw. Little fish, little dried stuff. Tiny shrimps. Probably use it to make sauce or something, or ferment them. Again, tons of stuff. Things with peppers, I can really smell them. Look at all this eel, guys. 1,300 for that. Looks absolutely delicious. Nicely glazed. More prawns. Scallops. Just look at that. Looks beautiful. For 1,000. So that's about £5 there. Again, we've got classic salmon fillets. Looks like tuna here. Piece of squid with some baby octopus. And octopus tentacles. So yeah guys, I'm blown away by the selection, the presentation and the affordability of the seafood here in Japan. I'm not going to go through the whole supermarket because that'll take all day. But yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed looking at that as much as I have. A bit impromptu, not a video I thought I'd make. I was really going to the metro, but that's fantastic. Let's see if we can pop over, get a little platter and have a little munch. So I do love my seafood. Right folks, a little bit of an ordeal to get this, but we did it in the end. Basically what I had to do is I had to go there, pick it up, pay for it at the tills, and then the lady kept, there was like 2 old ladies just saying like, show you to me. I was like, I'm pretty sure that means soy sauce, but I was a bit confused. They pointed me back to where I picked this up. I then explained to the lady who was working there, and then she gave me a few of these, so that's good. They were already there to pick up, I just didn't pick them up. I didn't know they were there. And then I asked the lady, can I eat here? You know, where I saw those 2 old people eating earlier. And she said, she just kept pointing in this direction. So I was a bit like, okay, so I've come all the way down, and there's a little like seating area down here. And this is what I picked up. This was 1,000, so this was basically £5. But look at this, look at the selection here, guys. We've got a couple of fish I'm not too sure about. That looks like calamari. This looks like little scallops, but I'm not sure. We've got some fish eggs, some tuna, prawn, and salmon. It all looks very, very good. Would you be able to get this in your supermarket for £5? Because I certainly couldn't get it in mine. So let's tuck in and we'll have a taste. I've got some chopsticks as well. It all smells very fresh here as well. So if you don't like that sort of fishy smell, or you expect that in a place like this, there isn't any of that. Obviously, I can smell it's seafood, but it doesn't have that like fishy smell. You know the one I mean. Right, we'll be light with the soy sauce because I'm not a huge salt fiend. Let's start off with this one here. I have no idea what this is, but we'll just put a bit of soy on the fish. Looks fantastic. Look at that. Very nice, very delicate. Strong start. Phenomenal. Oh my goodness. I can't believe the price as well. £5 for all of this. Let's try this one. This looks really good as well. Again, a very nice delicate flavour. I had a little bit of a membrane run through that one, so it was difficult to cut it with my teeth. Bit of fish egg. Oh, it pops in your mouth like boba. Like a salty, fishy boba. Let's try the, what looks like little scallops. Delightfully presented as well. Delicious again. Everything's going to be delicious here. This is right up my alley. And the fact this isn't even from like a sushi restaurant, it's just some random supermarket. Now it might be a very posh supermarket for all I know. I can't even see a name for the place. Oh, AEON Drip, so the AEON Mall this must all be part of it, I don't know. But fantastic. For £5. Let's try this. I'm not going to add soy sauce to this because these eggs will probably already be quite salty. Very tasty. But yeah, it's quite salty, does not need any soy sauce. Absolutely phenomenal. This looks like squid. A little soy. Just a little, I think a little goes a long way. Brings out the natural flavours, but you don't want to overpower it with just the taste of soy sauce. Very good. But it had like, I think that was a perilla leaf or something underneath the squid. And that was coming through stronger than the squid, so I couldn't taste the squid too much, just that leaf, which is still nice. Let's try the prawn, but I don't like the tails. But top tip, you can just squash it and it'll come straight off and you'll not lose any meat. Let's have a lovely little prawn there. This will benefit from a touch of the old soy. Phenomenal. Really nice, fresh prawn flavour. Let's just soy the rest of these up, eh? Very nice. Again, these are all very delicate flavours, so there's nothing really strong and like powerful. But it's just nice. It's like a nice calming, there's a nice set of calm flavours to the palate. As I try to sound sophisticated. Let's try the salmon, because I love a piece of salmon. Even though that piece wasn't particularly fatty, you can taste a nice bit of fat in that. Almost gives it a sort of like creaminess. Very, very nice. And let's finish with that nice piece of tuna, right? Look at the deep colour on that. Absolutely stupendous. That was delicious. That really hit the spot. No complaints. Let's just double check that price. So that was 1,166 actually, so it was 1,080. And then there's an 86 yen tax on by the looks of it. So 1,186, that's like £6 or something. Nothing for what you got there. That was lovely. Right guys, hope you've enjoyed watching that sort of random video. But I came past here and I could not make a video. It was so interesting to me. So hope you've enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed eating it. And I'll catch you on the next one, which will probably be a Metro video or something that I should have been doing by now anyway. Right guys, take care.